Have you ever been in the cage?
Yeah, I was champion.
Get me a drink. And something to eat. And not just beans. Get me something decent. Well, what are you waiting for? Go get it.
Sure. Pay me and I'll get them.
You're not getting any shards. Just get your ass moving.
No pay, no drink.
Do as I say, or I'll shove your head so far up your ass you'll be kissing your own tonsils. Give me a drink. Give me some food. Get them for me now. Doing that would be a good move on your part. You'll want me to owe you a favor when all my plans come together.
What plans?
What plans? What do you think, I'm stupid? You think I'm gonna tell you that? The Duke might be in charge now, but he won't be running things forever. Someday, someone is gonna take his place. And when they do, you'll want them to be a friend of yours.
Is that so?
Defeating Baxter doesn't make him immortal. The Duke might have the fort now, but remember, no one thought Baxter could be overthrown, and where is Baxter now?
So you want to replace the Duke?
Look at me and tell me I wouldn't make a better leader. And once I rule, Nasty will be at my side as my war leader, working closely with each other. Very closely. And we could use someone like you. Or are you all talk? Come on, get the drink, take the deal. The future is waiting for you. You should start listening to people in the know, or you're gonna get left behind.
What do you do here?
I'm Big Jim. Big Jim. I own the arena here. People shit in their pants when they hear they have to face me. And that means people won't cross the Duke if it risks them ending up in the arena with me. And the Duke knows the arena will earn him shards because people want to see me.
What makes you think you can take over from the Duke?
Focus, discipline, and power. I'm focused on my goals, disciplined in my focus, and I focus on my goals. And my goal is power. And my secret weapon? I'm a people person. Unlike the Duke, people love me. They can see I'm a winner. They know I have enough followers to sweep the other factions from Magaland. Believe in the Big Jim plan and feel the power inside you. And for early adopters, I'm offering a stack of grenades as a special gift, if I can get someone to make them.
Get one of your guys to make your grenades.
Them? All I can trust them to make is a crater.
About the arena. What are the rules?
You'll find out when you get in there. You choose a challenger and you meet them in the arena. Then you fight. You win, you take the money. You lose, you take the injuries and you take them like a man.
So you fight alone?
1 against 1. You fight alone, you fall alone.
Who can I challenge?
Me, if you got the balls. Then there's Ike and Gunn. You might find a few others, if you think you got what it takes.
Are you the only people I can fight?
Well, there might be others you can persuade. But Ike and Gunn are the only full-timers. And like I said, you wanna fight me, you gotta fight them.
About the arena. I challenge you.
You wanna do what? Challenge me. Let me make it plain. You don't fight me until you've proved yourself.
Is that so?
Those are the rules of the arena. Fighting losers does nothing for my reputation. You don't fight the champion until you've worked your way up. And you don't fight me until Williams lets you join the Duke's men.
Hey, you look like someone who knows the value of shards.
What do you want?
Want? I want to share the secret of ELEX. I want to share the secret of wealth.
Okay, so tell me.
Tell you? No. I want you to tell me. I'm broke and you aren't. So I'm the one who needs advice here.
How do you survive here?
I fight. I fight. In the arena. When I can get someone to face me. These days I have to get by on any wins Big Jim will pick out for me. Oh, there's nothing like that payday high.
What can you tell me about Big Jim?
You want to know about Big Jim? He's the boss here. The champ. He earns the proper money.
So, you fight in the arena?
Yeah, I fight, they pay. I'm the man. I've been the man in the arena for years. Years. Before Big Jim.
You don't earn much from fights?
Not enough. What else am I gonna do? I've killed men in the arena. I just need a few stims. Just to get me back on my feet. I get some stims and I'll be fine. I just need some stims.
Stims will help you fight.
Just a few? You ever try fighting while doped up, drunk, or dog-tired after a fuck? Forget about it. You're no use. A few stims. A few stims, and then I am on it.
I challenge you to a fight.
You? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you'll give me the shards. One more fix, and I'll be clean. Then I'll be back. Okay. You got one shot. If you think you can take it, you won't get a rematch. You ready?
See you in the arena.
Okay.
You want to cross him? You're crazy.
I'll wait here.
You're being inefficient.
I'm with you. You go on.
Get something to drink first.
Now you'll find out what a professional can do in the cage.
Ready when you are.
Remember, it's just the only shot you get at me. Oh, my head is killing. Put that weapon. Oh, shit. What am I supposed to do now, man? But yeah, you beat me. So now you can go and get your shards from Big Jim. I'm still a fighter. I'll beat the next guy. First, I'm gonna roll one and relax.
They saw the Albion. It pissed themselves and ran.
They're always hitting on you here.
Are you looking for something specific?
Ah, look who we have here. A new face come to Tavar looking to make his fortune. You looking for a challenge? I'm surprised a drifter like you made it here. But now you're here. Welcome. I hope you bring yourself and the rest of us good profits.
How can I earn a few shards here?
Ah, you want some advice? Well, advice is investment, so how much you want to invest in my advice?
That depends on what I'll get back.
Oh, I know you're thinking price, but you should be thinking return. You should be thinking profit. But if you're too scared, well, winners understand risk. So, if you don't want to be a winner, walk away.
I'm not falling for your scam.
Scam? This is an opportunity. But if you're not in a hurry to earn some shards, be on your way.
Are you this friendly with every newcomer?
Friendly is business, and business is me. I mean, look at me. Who would have thought a humble man like me would make it all the way to the rank of enforcer?
And what does it mean to be an enforcer?
It's a step ahead, a step above. You get the respect, you get to give the orders, you get the connections to get the money. And not just from the people on the streets, from the Duke, too. And you get the armor and the shards, too. If you want respect, if you want a name, you get it in the arena.
I challenge you to fight in the arena.
Me? You sure you want to risk that? You'll get one chance to fight me. You lose, and you're gonna lose. And the fort will know where you stand for good. That's the way it works. So you sure you want this?
See you in the arena.
Now there's confidence.
The more of them that die, the better this world.
I know who you're talking about.
I'll wait here.
Right. Let's see if you're worthy of the respect you want. Ready?
Ready.
Let me... Shit. Shit. You came for respect and you've earned it. And my chance is gone. Big Jim won't fight me now. You need to fight him. Someone has to. That's the whole reason I worked up to this point. You've got to do it. Just don't rush it. He needs to be beaten, and he needs to be beaten bad. So you get ready, and you beat him to a pulp. And I got something that can help make the fight easier.
What's your plan?
We can't talk about it here. We don't want to be overheard. Let's talk somewhere else.
That is illogical.
I'm with you. You go on.
What are you doing?
So what's this trick for beating Big Jim?
Give me 500 shards and we're in business. With the beating you gave me, you've taken my livelihood. So I'm gonna need something. And I'll give you some extra information as a bonus. The word is out that you want to join the Outlaws. And if so, you're gonna have to fight Big Jim. That's a challenge for anyone. So my advice isn't just about money. This advice will open doors to a whole new future.
All right, 500 shards and no more.
Yeah, there speaks a champion. You know what you want and you're prepared to earn it. So, this is your way forward. Big Jim is a drinker, a big drinker. So you give him this to drink. This is his favorite stuff. He'll go for it for sure. And he won't know what's hit him.
What is this stuff?
It's a chem the doc mixed up. It'll slow Big Jim right down so you'll be able to beat him. Trust me, he smells this, he'll drink it, and you'll be a step closer to being champion.
About the arena. I fought Ike.
I heard.
And what does that get me?
Oh, you're here to make a claim. Here, take your payout.
I fought Gunn.
That's what the arena is for. Looks like Gunn is past it as a fighter. He must be if a newcomer like you took him down. But you're proving yourself. You're making yourself look good, so take your shards. You earned them.
Here, how about a drink? A toast to your future in charge of the fort.
Right. You think I'm dumb? You think you can get me drunk and beat me? You think I'm that dumb? Well, I'll show you. I could take you drunk or sober. Give it here.
About the arena. I challenge you.
So, you think you're ready to fight me, do you? I heard you beat Ike and Gunn. Big round of applause. Well done, you. You think you're a fighter's fighter now, do you? All right, let's do this. You'll get your shot. Tell me when you're ready.
I challenge you.
I accept. Meet me at the arena.
I don't know the guy. Suppose I never will now.
I'll wait here.
You are being inefficient.
Right. Let's see what you got.
We'll see. Draw your weapon.
You've got lucky.
Want to go again?
All right. You were good. But you've cost me. More than just this fight. No one's gonna follow an ex-champ. No one's gonna follow a loser. I'll never be leader now.
I won. Pay me.
For fuck's sake! This is gonna wipe me out. Here, take this ELEX. Take it and get out before I ram those shards down your throat.
Is she really so gullible?
I'm with you. You go on.
The Ice Palace. That's where the decision will be made.
Not like that.
these district overseers. Big Jim has backed down.
I heard he'd been beaten. He won't get any support to stand against the Duke now. He's already stepped down as a district overseer. He didn't even need to be pushed. You did the job well, and that wins you a share of the takings. Do you want to know what I found at the track?
Bob might appear a bit funny. But do us both a favor and don't laugh at him to his face.
Hey,
Do I know you? You see, I'm thinking, no, I don't know you. So, I'm asking myself where you saw the fucking sign that says, hey, talk to this guy.
I saw it back there.
Ha, funny. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, the last comedian I met kept telling jokes even after I wrapped him in meat and thrown him to the dogs. You know, he laughed all the way until his larynx got torn out. The fuck do you want here? You think you can make it here? You think the Duke is going to start giving you profit just like that? You're a nobody. Why the fuck would the Duke want a nobody?
Who are you exactly?
I'm the scrap baron. Remember that if you want to make profit, because I'm in charge of the scrap collectors here. Which means you don't make profits if you piss me off.
Called worthless by a man who lives on a scrap pile. The people in Tavar must love irony.
Oh, and the comedy keeps coming. You know, my dad loved jokes. I remember one time I took the piss out of him and he told me, if something annoys you, you get rid of it. Then he put a bullet in my dog. Laughed himself stupid. Goes to show you there's an audience for every joke if you can find them. Fucker. I loved that dog. And take some advice. You're free here. No gods to pray to, no trees to serve, no hybrid to give you orders. You're as free as long as you have shards in your pocket, and as long as you don't piss me off, or steal from me, or keep asking me dumbass questions. So enjoy your freedom. People died to get it for you.
A word in confidence, take his advice.
What do you do with all this scrap?
We make profit, and we keep those shitbag factions out of our business. Scrap is what makes it all happen. Scrap is what we've got in Tavar. Scrap is who we are, and I am the Scrap Baron.
Where do you get this scrap?
From the ruins of the old world out in the desert. It's out there, waiting to be found. Treasure amongst the sands. You just need the people to get it.
And people, well,
they are the easiest and cheapest things to come by.
Do you have work for me?
Now you come to it. It's always about shards. So, you want payment. You can work for me. I've got the shards. You just have to do me a few favors to get them.
About these favors you want. Where do you want me to start?
Well, first I want some answers. I sent some scrap collectors out to scavenge a set of ruins on an island to the south. Everything I heard about those ruins screamed profit. And yet so far, no scrap deliveries. So, I want you to go and find out what's happening and make damn sure my scrap arrives soon.
I think I've paid my tab.
Can't you see I'm talking?
Some guys just open their mouths too much.
I'll send you to Mad Bob to have the equivalent cut out of you. You know we can't afford short
I'll see you later.
Get the hell out of here!
What can I get you?
Leave! I'm losing my patience!
No problem. If you're here for
Are
a
you gonna
drink or
listen to me?
chems, speak to me. If you're here on business, talk to Chloe.
What do you have to offer?
Everything that clouds your judgment. Alcohol, chems, name your poison.
Show me what you have to offer.
No problem.
I don't even understand half of what you're saying.
I think I've paid my tab.
You gotta think
Chloe
before you
gets
go out and
pissed
do
if
that.
you
I don't even want to know.
I'll just let you go first.
We need to
okay?
get some more food supplies.
That has to happen sooner or later.
Why would you do that?
Leo's nearby. Let's find him and see if he's got a copy of that contract.
Do you ever think about how things might have been before the comet?
Later, all right?
You look wired, man. I mean, super intense. Have you been racking up some of Doc's downers? Come on, what's your story?
What's with the questions?
Hey, I was just curious. That tech you're carrying around screams loud that you're not from around here. But you know, keep the personals to yourself. I'm not the intrusive type. But hey, we got off on the wrong start. So as you're not from around here, maybe I could make it up by introducing you to the game. You're going to want to know about the game. It's the best way in Tavar to make profit. Though we'll have to wait until my brother gets here.
What's your brother got to do with it?
He brings me luck. I never play without him around.
Is Is this game how you earn a living?
Some of it, but you've got to have your place here in the fort. I'm a runner. You know, I take messages or things from one place to another, make sure they get there safe. It's a risky life, but that also brings opportunities. Who knows which runner will make it through alive and which won't? Well, if you can guess, you can bet on it with me. You see, I run a book on which runners will do a job and which will make it through alive, among other things. The bosses gamble with our lives, so why shouldn't we earn off it?
Nobody listens
If someone walks out without covering their bill again, I'll take... You keep stealing, you'll be in so much trouble.
Now's not the time. Now's not the time, all right?
Crap out, will you? Or I'll send you to Mad Bob to have the equivalent cut out of you. You know...
Why did he do that?
I am so sick of having to deal with this sort of thing.
Those creatures
Be
need
straight
dealing
with me
with.
and you'll get the same back.
What can I get you?
Is there a problem?
No problem. If you're here for a drink or chems, speak to me. If you're here on business, talk to Chloe.
What do you have to offer?
Everything that clouds your judgment. Alcohol, chems, name your poison.
Show me what you have to offer.
No problem.
Later, all right?
Yeah. I heard something
What the
similar
fuck are you
happened
looking
in
at?
South Tavar.
Buy a drink, get a life, or get the fuck out of here. All right?
Who got you so angry?
Angry? This isn't angry. This is mildly pissed at the inequalities of life. This is years of dealing with dicks, dorks, drug addicts, and fucked up accidents waiting to happen. Which category do you fall into? Or are you just passing through?
William sent me.
What do you want? You're not here to collect the Duke's tribute, are you?
Good guess. That's exactly what I'm here for.
It was no guess. It's years of practice. Let's see if you can do the same. Guess what I'm thinking. Is it A, no chance, B, not a chance in hell, or C, there's really not a chance in hell? Damn it! If you're really set on collecting something, then go and see Rat. He owes me, so you can get my payments from him.
Give me the shards, or I will take them.
All a fight is gonna get you is enemies. It's not just that I don't want to pay, it's that I don't have a shard to pay you. I have nothing at all right now. Here, I've got enough of this I can give you. But if you want to Lex it, go to Rat. He has a huge tab open here. You can collect it, and then everyone will be happy, okay?
What is this place?
This is the place of dreams, the place of love, laughter, and infinite possibility. If you want to forget all your troubles and live the life your days in the desert have earned, then this is the place to do it. Just make sure you hand over your shards, or Mad Bob will be taking your hands. Clear?
Mad Bob works for you?
Mad Bob doesn't work for anyone but himself. But he likes coming here. So, he doesn't like anyone making trouble in his favorite place. And just a word to help you keep your head on your neck. Bob doesn't like to be called Mad Bob.
Why have the outlaws stayed here in this desert?
You think we're the only ones trying to take things? Elves, clerics, berserkers, they all take what they want. What is there to steal in Tavar? Sand and ruins and wreckage. So, here we get to be free.
What you say is who you are.
Why did he do that?
I told him he can forget about that.
That is a shame.
Who else are you telling that?
Why not?
Is that a fact?
How many are dead now?
Yeah. Hey, welcome back to the gates of paradise. I hope your stay in the wilderness was productive and profitable. The fort bids you welcome. And you get 100 shard discount because of your previous payment. Not bad for a way into this little slice of heaven, is it?
Forget it. I won't pay.
Forget? How could I forget the man that turned down paradise over a few lousy shards? Paid the shards, so you and I are gonna have a problem.
You've chosen the wrong person to pick a fight with.
Really? And why is that?
Because I once throttled a troll with my bare hands.
Whoa, okay. Calm down there. I don't want to spill any blood here. You keep your shards, but watch yourself in there. There's others in there who aren't as understanding as me.
Will you just leave? There is nothing for you here. Now, get out of here. That's it, get the hell out of here.
I'm losing. Don't do that again. My brother tried to climb one of these white towers.
Tried.
Yeah, he didn't make it. You're not a reaver. You don't look like a reaver. Normally, the ruins only attract reavers. But if you were a reaver, I'd have a bullet in the head already.
The scrap baron wants that scrap delivered.
I know, but I can't send it to him. I can't. I don't have a choice.
You think the scrap baron will be interested in your excuses?
No, I know he won't. I know he'll want me dead, but I told you, all scrap has to go to the new boss. I told you, I don't have a choice.
And who is the new boss?
Vol, he's he's the lord of the island. He's on the island. That's all I can say. I can't tell you anymore. But it's best if you stay away from that island, unless you want your head scrambled.
You're hiding something from me.
Well, I'm not hiding anything. I just can't say.
What can't you say?
anything. There's something in my mind. He gets what he wants.
So asking that isn't going to get me anywhere. Are you collecting scrap?
Collecting? You don't collect it out here. Every last bastard piece you find, you have to fight for it.
Sounds like you're having trouble.
Welcome to Tavar. Trouble here every day. To make it worse, it's mostly from outlaws, my own people. Everyone else on Magalan is scared of Albs. I'm watching my neighbors. Doesn't seem to mean anything that I collect more from the ruins than the other collectors. I suppose I should just be happy I'm still alive and that there's normally something left for me in these ruins. Otherwise, I'd just starve out here.
Yeah, walkways in the sea. Both good ways to get me to her my lunch.
Outlaws are assholes, but somehow they find a way to stay alive out here.
May Kalan bless you. Now tell me, are you a son of Tavar? Did you swear allegiance to the Duke and his outlaws?
I'm planning to join up with the Duke.
Why choose that? You'll get no loyalty. You'll be counting your breaths as much as you count your shards, for if you run out of one, you run out of the other in Tavar. Choose as you may, but don't try and steal anything while you're here.
You should be more worried about the outlaws attacking you.
We have persuaded those who found us to keep our presence a secret. These weak-minded outlaws cannot stand against Kalan's will. They'll take any order I suggest to them. You have to keep your orders simple, but if you do, even an outlaw can understand what they must do.
How long will they obey you for?
As long as I want it. In their eyes, I am their new god.
Wait, you used suggestion on the outlaws? Did they resist it?
My rate of success was high, but suggestion isn't without problems.
What problems?
One outlaw resisted. He wasn't as dumb as he looked. I thought I got through to him, but I was wrong. He ran when he got the chance.
What if he turns up with reinforcements?
No, I don't see that happening. If he had told the other outlaws, they would be here already. And despite his resistance, our ex-prisoner is a coward. He's hiding out there somewhere. I want him, and I want my property back.
Your property?
Yes. When he got away, he stole my weapon. Just make sure I get my weapon back, and I guarantee him his life.
I can help you get your weapon back.
Thank you. It is a scar on my honor to leave it in the hands of an outlaw. Bring it back to me.
What is your job here?
We need a lot of raw materials to feed our smelting furnaces in Ignadan. Material that is essential for our fighting machines. And we can get those resources right here.
Why here of all places? It's a long way from Ignadan.
Here, we achieve two things at once. We acquire the resources we need, and we also deny them to the enemy. The Duke relies on profits to keep power. We cut off his profits, and there's a chance his men will overthrow him.
You're not worried about the Duke finding out where you are?
We've been careful.
Maybe you haven't been careful enough.
What do you mean?
The Scrap Baron has noticed that his deliveries have stopped.
Damn! I feared stopping them completely was pushing our luck. Kalan is right. Greed will be our undoing.
So, what's your plan?
I will have to rethink our strategy. An open fight could mean losses in men and material. So, I think finding a way to throw off his suspicions would be our best course.
What can I do?
I will make sure the outlaws get their deliveries from time to time. Just enough so that suspicion is decreased. You need to sell that lie. Make it sound like everything is getting back to normal. Can I count on your assistance?
You can count on me.
Good, but be careful. If you're caught, the outlaws don't tend to be subtle when they're angry.
About these favors you want. Your scrap will be delivered soon.
You better be right.
It's coming.
Right. You got it done. Anything else to tell me?
Nothing else.
Right. Good. Here. This is your share for helping me out.
Imagine getting... one of these things working, we could travel the whole planet in no time. You, me, the sound of the roaring engine. Just think, next time something got to just drive away instead of kidnapping you when people on the radio. My brother loved places like this. Only problem with structures like this that stand out in the landscape, everyone else can spot them too. We shouldn't hang out around here too long.
Oh, we got a nice catch here. Nice, nice. Fresh meat in it, got a fair amount on you. Boy, you're gonna cook up nicely.
Cook?
Oh yes, we'll do you justice. A few sprigs of scragweed and some cogroot. Oh, and you'll be just right for us. I'll get you.
Put that woman down. Murder! Murder!
Just give me a minute to calm down, will you? Calming. Calming. Whew. Shit. A moment longer and those cannibals would have had me over the fire. There's enough creatures out here trying to eat me without people trying it as well. Shit. Shit. That's not something I want to go through again. Hell. You've not got anything to drink, have you? Something to help a man get his head screwed back on?
Here, this should help.
Ah, that's good. There's something about a near-death experience that makes everything taste golden. You saved me. I mean, you saved my life. And I've learned a lot about Magalan's history. But cannibals? I haven't heard of anything like that since the dark days after the comet hit. Most of what we live on in Tavar is from the past. So history is profitable. Interesting, too. You should learn it.
What are you doing out here?
The light beacon. I've always been fascinated by them. They used to be a cry for help, or a way to give help, direction, guidance. I've seen leaders come and go in the fort, and there's only one constant. You have to rely on yourself. So, I look for ruins, visit the beacons, and I find things to earn shards, so I don't need anyone else.
Brave for someone at your age.
My age? Ha! Age is bullshit. Wrinkled or smooth-skinned, life throws the same shit at you. I know these lands better than to come alone. I was traveling with a pair of scrap collectors. They needed a lead. I needed some help. On our way there, we got ambushed by a group of clerics. I didn't want a chance to fight with them. They were much better armed. So I got out of there.
What happened to the scrap collectors?
They didn't make the same choice. That's the problem with some people of their age. They think every fight is winnable. They think running away is the wrong thing to do. Yet, here I am at my age. I just wish I'd had their legs for running. The clerics caught up with me and took me prisoner. I'm here, aren't I? I waited until it was dark and I got out. I guess they thought I was too old to guard. And I got away with their leader's weapon. I think that must have made them angry. Now those clerics are out hunting for me. You can hear their horns. That's why I thought I'd head for the beacon. Get some scrap, and get myself back to Tavar. Shards would mean safety. But you know what happened next? Damn Reavers. Life sure is cheap out here.
Tell me about Magalan's past.
Gladly. What would you like to know?
Tell me about Tavar.
Well, it might not seem like there's a lot of history here, but this place hasn't always been desert. When the comet hit, it turned this place into the wasteland you see. But not everything was destroyed. Some building complexes, like the fort, survived. Others were buried. When the sand shifts, other buildings appear. And then all the things that were left in them are there for the taking. Not that everything that's buried is good. Logan, the Duke as he's known today, they're sitting on a powder keg. Back before the comet hit, they stored weapons there. Serious, end-of-the-world weapons. And they're still there, somewhere, along with a whole stack of the usual kind.
What kind of weapons?
I know the history, not the science. I'm no cleric. But these things were supposed to destroy cities. They were supposed to destroy countries.
How could they do that?
I don't know. Big explosions. Big explosions. And the fort is sitting on top of them. That's why I want shards. I want to be a long way from here if those things ever go off.
Tell me about the factions.
Well, they're recent history. I mean, they only came about after the comet hit. Before that, there were countries and governments. Millions of people organized into groups. Nothing like now. But the comet destroyed all that. There aren't really records from after the comet hit. No one was writing things down. They were just trying to survive. No leaders. All the things they relied on to survive had gone. But it didn't take long for people to form groups to get resources. And it didn't take long for those people to start fighting. All factions think they've got ways to save us. They're all just ways people are trying to survive.
So, there are a lot of gaps in your knowledge of history?
Well, some. There were more records kept during the territory wars. That was once the factions had formed and started fighting each other. I guess as soon as you're a group, you want to start keeping a history of who you are. History becomes more important. Anyway, instead of fighting over 1 or 2 tins, the factions started fighting over land, ELEX, resources. Any small factions that were left got absorbed or destroyed. I mean, these people were survivors, so you'd think that's what they'd want, to survive. Instead, there were yet more deaths. There aren't numbers, but I'd guess at least half of those still alive were killed. That's just a guess. Finally, the people in charge realized the cost was too high, so they formed a council, the Great Council of Magellan, and made a non-aggression treaty.
A non-aggression treaty? That doesn't seem to have worked.
Well, peace is always fragile. The Berserkers and Clerics have totally different ideas about ELEX and technology, for a start. But, after all the deaths, the factions knew they risked their own destruction if they fought anymore. So, the peace lasted, more or less. There are always some hotheads, some isolated clashes over resources. But the leaders brought their people back into line. All the factions rebuilt their lands, worked on their own rules.
So, what went wrong?
The Alps. They were just a small splinter group. They went up into Zakor, into the ice, and no groups were interested in that land. They built their strength, and then they invaded. The factions were taken completely by surprise. The Alps captured people, land, built their converters before the factions could respond. What happened to the prisoners, the dead? History doesn't speak of that.
I've heard enough.
At least you did listen. That's not always the case today.
What do you know about the Berserkers?
They were a group living up in the woods, trying to grow their own food, and they evolved from there. Everyone else was fighting for what was left, but they decided to make something new. It was some guy called Amric that started them. The new guy they have there, Thorold, the Pilgrim, sees himself as some sort of spiritual successor to Amric. He's changed things there. They're pushing out into the world more than they did. The Berserkers used to stay in Edan mostly. They'd fight to protect their borders, make assaults outside them, and then pull back. Now they're holding ground. It seems the Pilgrim wants to purify all of Edan. They're gonna use their world hearts to change the world. They want to use their magic to turn the clock back and make Magellan what it was. Well, they'll change it. But whether Magellan was ever like they say, that's just a fantasy.
How much do you know about the clerics?
Secretive lot. They probably know more about history than the others, but they keep it to themselves. But this god they believe in, Kalan, I haven't seen anything anywhere about this god in records from before the comet hit. Why they've created a god and worship technology? Well, I can't understand it. Everything else they do is about knowledge and fact and observation. So why invent a lot of hocus pocus to go with it?
Why did the clerics have so few men?
The wars. They put their faith in their fighting machines. But either their prayers weren't answered or they had a technological hitch. They went into battle with the Berserkers, and their machines shut down. They were defeated. Heavy losses. Those left retreated into Ignadon. Anyone that didn't make it back was cut down by one faction or another. The clerics' numbers never recovered. I guess they must have fixed whatever the problem was with their fighting machines. It's never happened again.
Give me the cleric's weapon.
Why should I give it to you?
I want to give it to Volkmar.
And? Do you think that's a good idea?
He is only interested in the weapon, not you.
Well, okay, then you should have it. But give me a little ELEX for the trade at least. Then I have something up my sleeve if I ever get into any difficulties again.
We help each other out, right?
Well, you had a beer from me. So yeah, all right. You can have it.
Is there something you need?
No, I'm okay. Don't waste your time on my old bones. The only thing I'm interested in is stories. And I don't think you are the storytelling type.
What do you know about the Alps?
Hardly anyone knows anything about them. I mean, other than about their attacks.
Maybe I could tell you a story about them.
Now I am curious. Do you know why they use ELEX?
It makes them stronger, of course. Greater strength, lower levels of fatigue, reduced pain. It turns men into fighting machines, and not just physically. ELEX keeps them clear thinking. It removes the emotions that could get in the way of orders.
So it means no one can argue with orders?
It reduces the chances. That's one of the reasons Alps are so successful. They operate together without question.
Not all of them. Some operate alone.
Then you've heard of the Elexitors? They rule in Zakor. They still consume ELEX, but they are given a command role.
You mean like Wardek and Kallax? Or Jax? Have you heard of them?
Yes, they are names to be feared. Though I had heard that Jax had disappeared.
So the rumors say. What else do you know about the Alps?
That they have as good as or better knowledge of technology than the clerics. That's because you and them have something in common.
Me? What have I got in common with Alps?
An interest in history. The Elexitors, well, I don't know for sure, but they have found some fragments of old world information. They're using that knowledge.
They're interested in the old world?
No, not at all. They just want the technology. Interest is emotional. The past is something that's gone. They want the future.
Interesting. Not many people seem to think about what the Alps want.
That's all I know.
That was very informative. Thank you.
How long are you going to stay here?
I think I will get comfortable here. Maybe I'll even get this light tower working. A man needs something to do in life.
Hey, that was great.
I got your weapon back.
Then I am grateful, and Kalan will hear your words. I would back you if you wanted to join the clerics. You have potential. Take this as a gesture of our appreciation.
I spoke to the scrap baron.
Did you convince him he doesn't have to worry about his shipment?
Yes.
Good, good. Then we can continue with the mission. Take this, in the name of Kalan.
Hey, you. Do you have a few shards for me?
Shit, Rat. Go work for your money.
Oh, I'm sorry, you're right. Listen to Ray here. Always good for life guidance is Ray. Never has people wanting to kill him. Always rolling in shards. Always the best person for advice.
Why should I give you shards?
Because sometimes friendships can be bought. And in Tavar, you need friends to help you up, to stay alive. Doubly so in times like these because, oh, times are a-changin', and when the rats leave this sinking ship, this rat will plug the holes and take the whole damn boat, and then you'll really want this rat as your friend. So how about those shards now, then?
Forget it.
Oh, rats never forget. You should remember that. You can get far without friends. But you've made your decision, and who am I to question it?
Really?
Chloe says you owe her Elexit.
And she sent you to collect them?
Yes.
Well, my friend, I have some good and some bad news. Which do you want first?
The bad news.
Ah, you are someone who takes what life throws at them, then hopes for a rainbow around the corner. Aren't you, my friend? Let me guess, when you eat, you always save your favorite until last. Am I right? Okay then, the bad news. I don't have any shards.
So, what's the good news?
The good news is that I do know where you can get the shards. You see, the rat has a plan. The plan, on the other hand, is part of the bad news, my friend.
Just tell me your plan.
So this is how I see it. Chloe runs the entertainment district, so there's no way she's not pulling in a lot of Elexit, right? So her being broke doesn't make sense. Unless someone's got hooks into her. So I did some digging, and it seems she's run up a real debt with the Duke. Now, the Duke doesn't normally do debts. He's more the, you owe me, pay now or die kind of guy. But it seems he's cutting her some slack, as long as the debt's kept quiet. You with me so far?
How does this help us?
Okay. So this is just the background. You see, I did some more digging, and the thing is, Chloe isn't broke. She might not have Elexit, but she's got her a stash, a treasure trove of gems and jewelry, stuff she keeps as an emergency fund.
So, she's not broke.
Well, strictly speaking, she absolutely is. I'm not suggesting she's lying, at least not a straight lie. She doesn't have a shard to her name. It's just she does have a different sort of wealth. I know somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody who will pay a handsome sum for the treasure trove Chloe's hidden in her cellar. So you see, as luck would have it for you, me, and her, the rat has already started working on a plan to untangle this whole mess. You see, I have the key to her hidden stash. So, we just need to get in, get the stash, get out, sell everything, and suddenly, you, me, Chloe, and the Duke, we all end up happy. Simple, huh?
Give me the key. I will get Chloe's stash.
Good decision, my friend. Here, but be careful you don't get caught. We will pay her debts with her own valuables. And at the same time, I will be free of my debt.
Can you go over the plan again?
I keep Chloe busy. You get into the cellar under the bar. The stuff we're after is in a trunk somewhere down there. You get in, you get out, the rat takes care of the rest. Are you ready?
Sure.
Then let's get going. I'll distract Chloe so you get a straight, clear run to the cellar, right? Me turning up, well, we have a chemistry, me and her. I only have to walk into a room and she's instantly pissed at me. But that does mean you won't have long before her being mildly annoyed moves to me being thrown out. So be stealthy and be quick. If you miss that opportunity, well then you'll have to figure out how to do this yourself, okay?
Really? I mean, shit.
has to happen sooner or later.
That is his problem, not mine.
I call that dangerous half-knowledge.
We need to get some more food supplies.
Do you think I didn't notice what you were doing?
He won't get away from us.
Sneaking around while other people are watching you is pretty pointless. Sneaking around while other people are watching you is pretty pointless.
Now you get it.
Just fuck off, will you?
Just leave it. Sneaking around while other people are watching you is pretty pointless.
Nobody listens to me.
Listen to your orders. Do your duty.
I won't tolerate fighting here. Quit sneaking around. I can see you, idiot.
Thief! You give thieves a bad name.
Some things just take time.
Just forget it.
If they don't take action, we're all in trouble.
There he is. That guy's trying to steal your stuff.
Hey, what do you think you're doing? You think you can steal from me? Give that here. And you can get out too, rat. What the fuck do you think you're doing down here?
Rat double-crossed me. I'll kill that pig.
This is my place. I decide what happens here. As you're gonna find out. You're brave enough to steal. Are you brave enough to fight?
I don't want to kill you.
You want to know the truth? I don't want to die either. But I can't let you go unpunished. So here we are then. You're barred. You won't get a drink in this bar starting now. So, how about you get the hell out of here and don't come back?
We're doing great.
Put the weapon down!
Frankly, we should be showing more respect.
If you commit a crime here, you pay. Put the weapon down, Frank.
That's it. I'm going.
Wait, before you do anything hasty. Yeah, I told Chloe you wanted to rob her, and you have every reason to hate me. I mean, we're friends and I did that, but there is an explanation, okay?
Let's start with you paying me. Then we can go from there.
And that is everything I have. I told you I needed the shards I could generate from Chloe's treasure. Now it seems we need to find another plan. Just let me explain, friend. I didn't give you up for nothing. It was advantageous for both of us that I told her.
Advantageous? How?
I have Chloe's trust again. Well, I mean, she doesn't completely hate me anymore, which is beneficial. Chloe's treasure trove would never have covered her debt to the Duke. And if you can't pay him, the Duke owns you. I mean, technically, the Duke owns everyone in the fort, but you don't want to owe him too. So, what we need to do is work out where Chloe's Elexit is going and why. Then we can help her, you and me. The old rat doesn't do things by halves.
So, this is really about the Duke.
No, this is about us. You, me, and maybe Chloe. Mainly you and me, friend. The rat always has a plan. But to get the best plan, I need to know the facts. I will work on Chloe. Come back in 1 or 2 days. You'll find me in Chloe's bar. I should know more by then. Trust in the rat, my friend.
So, about your plan with Chloe.
Hey, be patient. I'm not that fast. Just give me some time with her. I'm only just getting her trust. She's not just gonna blurt out why she can't pay the Duke's tribute anymore.
Hey, you are a wanted criminal here. You must report to William right now if you don't want any more trouble.
Yeah, good job.
Hey, you're wanted here after your attacks on our people. Either pay a fine or face the consequences.
I will pay my fine.
The fort is about profit. You need to keep the profit coming in if you're to stay here. Now get out.
Maybe this Elexit will change your mind.
Perhaps. I mean, you have made a persuasive argument there. You see, problems can be sorted out, like gentlemen. The Hammer Clan will be welcome. I'll speak to Angram and smooth this over.
What does Angram have to do with it?
He told me not to serve the Hammer Clan. I think he was hoping some of them would, you know, shift over to the Ison Clan.
I think Cormac should know about that.
I think that's got nothing to do with me. I'm just a tavern keeper. Hey, that was great.
I might have taken a few things and done a little questionable trading. Let's hope they have short memories.
Up, you can stop there. Entry into the pit is only for authorized personnel.
I'm looking for a guard called Alvar.
Well, you won't find him here. So, be on your way.
Alvar is needed on duty. Elder sent me.
Has he skipped duty again? I'm afraid I haven't seen him for a few days. Last time I saw him, we had a real session. He had some really hard stuff with him. I woke up next day out of the balcony of Ragnar's stronghold. I've no idea where Alvar went. All I know is we caused some real trouble. My wife's still not speaking to me.
Should I check the area around Ragnar's fortress then?
Sure, you can do that.
Has lifted the ban on the Hammer Clan.
Well, aren't you the smooth-skinned charmer? How did you get him to lift that?
Well, I'm very persuasive.
I'll bet. But however you did it, I'm thankful. Here, take this. A small token of thanks from the Hammer Clan.
I found Alvar.
Oh, great. And what excuse did he have for not turning up?
A pretty good one. He's dead.
Excuse me, what? I asked you to bring him here, not kill him.
Well, I didn't. He managed it himself. He took a chem overdose.
Asshole. Couldn't even take chems right.
Do you know who sold Alvar the chem?
Me? I didn't even know where Alvar was. But I hope someone finds that drug-dealing stretcher Raptor got and puts him out of our misery. I'll have to risk it and go to Cormac myself. And hope I don't get exiled for abandoning my post while I do. Thanks for taking care of that. Good to know some fly-bitten wanderer I've never met before cares about me more than my own superiors. Take this elixir, and the humble thanks of the mighty warrior they left in charge of a whole sector. Stop using that here. This is no place for technology. Find someone else to talk to. You'd better watch yourself. There are jackals here.
I've heard that before.
Trouble between Elder and the Eisen clan is over.
So, Elder can drown his sorrows instead of shouting them around Goliath. How did you manage that?
After a little chat, Orn agreed it was best for the clans to work together.
A little chat, eh? Well, however you managed it, it's a relief. I was worried this would build into something bigger.
It's over. I mean, I hope so. I mean, we'll see. You know, people can be real assholes over old scores.
Well, I should have had more faith. It seems people do believe in our cause.
Angrim was behind the trouble. He hoped that since the Hammer clan wasn't being served, that he could lure people to join the Eisen clan.
You're sure of this?
Orn told me himself.
Then it seems I must speak with Ragnar, and we'll find a way to persuade Angrim out of such tactics. We have enough trouble with the elves without fighting amongst ourselves. Thank you for your service. Take this for payment, and keep this matter between us.
To trade, fight, or just add another mouth to the masses. Because unless we get help, I don't know how we're gonna keep feeding the people we've already got here. They are supposed to be able to conjure stuff up with their magic, but can they do that with supplies? Can they magic up the food we need? No, they can't.
It doesn't sound like you're getting the help you deserve.
Don't pretend like you feel sorry for me. People like you are only interested in the power that comes from magic, not the problems of common folk. But then, what does magic do for me when I'm hungry? In any case, I won't let myself be deceived. Even if our magic can protect us from what is out there, it is no replacement for a full stomach.
Eardor needs supplies.
Eardor? The cultivator? Yes, I suppose he's not had any supplies for a while. But he will have to wait. He can forage in the forest. The people here can't.
I promised I'd get him supplies.
I'm not responsible for your promises. I have a whole town to feed.
What if I buy them?
ELEX is always welcome. You can purchase what you want. Everything I've got here has already been assigned. Except for a load of bread I had to throw out because no one picked it up from the baker until it was too late. I mean, what use is moldy bread? For the want of a few men, we waste resources that we're already short of.
Is moldy bread all there is?
For now. I'll get someone out there with better supplies when I can. But honestly, I can set up 4 other supply runs to other people in the time I can get someone to him. Until all this is sorted out, I've got to put my supplies where they'll do the most good.
What do you have to trade?
You can take a look at our stock. The selection is more limited than I'd like, but it's what we have. Of course, if we weren't besieged by outlaws, Albs, and we're still pen-pushing bureaucrats, I could offer you more.
I need better weapons and armor.
I can't help you there. You can only get that sort of thing from our blacksmith, but he'll only sell to berserkers. And even if you're a berserker of the right rank, he will make sure it costs you.
How much?
A good few shards for sure. But if you've worked your way up through the ranks to be eligible, you should have earned a lot on the way. And the more hands we have working in Goliath, the more chance I have of getting the help I need.
It sounds like you have a problem.
Oh, I wish it was only one. But let's start with the Ison clan promising me regular deliveries from the Valley of the Damned, and then failing to get them for me. It's time Master Thorald returned from his retreat to put this right. But like everyone else, it seems like he has plans greater than, say, making sure everyone gets fed. If we don't get that food, we'll be living on hope and fresh air. Then, why should you care if our warlords don't?
Can I help?
You? Well, I'm not one to turn down that sort of offer. My only motive is to keep people fed. If I'm going to achieve that, I need someone to talk to Angrim. I need someone to persuade him how serious the situation is. These warriors seem to think that fighting is the only thing that matters. But let's see them try fighting when they've not eaten for a week. Can you tell Angrim that's how bad it is? That if we don't start getting boxes of supplies, then the only thing he'll have to eat is boxes.
Where can I find this Master Thorald?
Pilgrim has been gone for so long, I'm not sure anyone knows where he is. He announced that he needed to go into retreat for some higher purpose, and that was it. He left. All we know is that his leaving had something to do with ELEX and mana. But what exactly, I don't think anyone knows.
I will speak to Angrim for you.
Thank you. My hunters are doing their best, but we can't get by without those food supplies from the valley.
Can we trade?
Look around. Tell me what you need.
Teach me something.
Of course. notice if anything goes missing, all right? There's nothing for you here, so why don't you just leave?
Has Ornir been sentenced?
So, it was you who reported him. Thank you for your service. Continue on this path, and you will rise through the ranks here. Such service shouldn't go unrewarded. As to your question, yes, Ornir has received his sentence. He will be exiled to the Valley of the Damned for a year. If he survives, then I will permit him to return to Goliath. So, if you want something from him, you should see him soon before he leaves for the Valley.
George said I passed the test.
You have. I am impressed. Most people complete their tasks without thinking. You have shown insight, a rare quality that should be rewarded, as long as you prove to be honest in the future.
As long as it's not just us being honest. You've got to be straight with us. It has to work both ways or it won't work at all.
On that at least we can agree.
Cinda sent me.
Cinda? Is there another problem with food supplies?
She hasn't received the resupply she needs and nobody seems to know when she will.
Didn't Jorah sort this out? Or has his failure to fix things become my problem?
What will happen with the food supplies?
Jorah was supposed to have sorted this out. Once more it comes back to me to resolve this directly. Then there won't be any more escorts for the deliveries. The last group I sent were killed by a troll. We haven't more men to lose that way.
Then you're right. You should avoid that area.
Finally, someone who draws the right conclusions. It's easy to talk of killing a troll, but I am responsible for the lives of the men I asked to do it. If ever there was a way to get people killed needlessly, then sending them against a troll is it. I'll not send more men to their deaths. We have scant enough as it is. Cinda will have to deal with this problem herself. Tell her it is time she called on one of the other clans for help. The Ison clan will no longer risk lives for fish and meat.
Oh, great, thank you. Someone who is prepared to do something.
When will the deliveries come?
They won't. The men Engram sent to the valley are dead.
And is he going to send more? No, wait. Let me guess. We don't have warriors to spare chasing farmers. How does he expect me to get supplies if he can't? He's got a host of warriors he can assign. I'm one person behind a counter.
I could go for you.
You? Well, I appreciate the offer, but if his men were killed, I can't ask you to go alone. Besides, it's not one delivery I need. It's regular supplies, and a lot of them. If the Eisen clan won't help, one of the others will have to. Would you speak to Ragnar, warlord of the Hooded Crows, or Cormag of the Hammer clan? I'll have to hope that one of them can understand why this is so important.
You must have something to offer apart from shards.
What makes you say that?
This town isn't bankrupt. You have a lot of things you can pay with apart from Elexit.
Actually, we're short of everything. Blame the comet and decades of war. But you have a point. Here, take this.
Why are you messing with technology?
Ragnar, we have to talk.
And your expression tells me this is something serious.
One of my men is accused of causing trouble between the Hammer clan and the Eisen clan.
Yes, I'd heard.
Well, I've investigated, and it seems he was given just cause. He was set off.
Have you spoken to Engram?
Engram was behind it. He hoped by instructing Oren not to serve anyone from the Hammer clan, that he'd lure my people to join the Eisen.
He wants to play politics at a time like this. When we have Alps pounding at our gate, I will remind our dear friend that the laws put our common cause ahead of clan business. It is good you came to me with this.
Let me know if you need my word added to yours.
I will. We must remember that we are all berserkers first.
And clans second.
Cinda needs your help.
More trouble with the supplies? What can I do to help?
She needs people to collect the food deliveries.
I thought Engram had sent men to do that.
The men he sent are dead. They were attacked by a troll.
And more will die if our men aren't fed. Still, if Engram is worried about sending men, then there must be a real danger. I will send men to help Cinda. But if they're to go out there, then I want to improve their odds of survival. We recently captured some movement detectors from the clerics. They're being stored in the pit, ready for the ELEX to be taken out of them. Get me one of those movement detectors, and I will give Cinda the help she wants.
Isn't taking technology from the pit against the law?
Sometimes, laws must be broken for problems to be fixed. Get me that detector, and I will help Cinda. Those are my terms.
Cinda sent me here.
Further problems with the supply run? The warlords discussed this, and the Eisen clan promised to see to the deliveries.
The Eisen clan are refusing to help.
Then you should speak to Engram. He guaranteed the supplies. If you can't persuade him, then try Cormag. He agreed to cover any problems that Engram could not.
Stop using that here. This is no place for technology.
You tell me. I mean, you've not tried to kill me, so that's gotta be good, right? We shouldn't hang around here too long. Staying in one place is never a good idea.
Have the movement detector you wanted.
Excellent work. Now, my men stand a chance of seeing danger before they walk into it. Tell Cinder she can count on the support of the Hammer Clan. I will tell the men to be ready.
If we all begin to rely on machines.
Supplies.
They will? You convinced Cormac to help?
Yes.
Oh, you don't know what a relief that is. I was going crazy here. The least I can do is offer you some Elexit as thanks for your help.
Give me 100 shards.
That is very generous of you. You have my thanks. And the thanks of all in Goliad. Even if they don't know. And don't say it. Stop messing around with that technology, will you?
About my support. How am I doing?
You have passed Angram's test. That stands you in good stead. As I heard it, you uncovered an outlaw trading in forbidden technology. Ornir told me that you failed to help him deal with an outlaw he was worried about. My wife seems to hold you in great favor. The men at the Manor Shrine informed me the stolen ELEX was returned. And that was your doing. You must do more if you want to fit in here. Earn those pledges, and you will earn my approval.
Stop using that here. This is no place for technology.